Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is now just less than 5 months away from its official release by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio, that is all set and ready to introduce many different pieces of Jedi, Sith, and even Force lore into this story that's really going to be used as a way to benefit many of the characters like Rey and Kylo Ren. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. So what's really exciting about Episode 9 is that yes, we do know that a lot of Jedi, Sith, and Force lore is going to be the main focus in the second act of Episode 9, leading into the third act of this movie, and how the characters of Rey and Kylo will be using this knowledge to better themselves as both light side and dark side users. Now, with that being said, we do know that JJ used a lot of this during the rewrites of Episode 9 just late last year. He inserted a lot of these different types of lore that would be used as a way to benefit many of these characters in the Skywalker saga. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to one of the concept art descriptions, this is where things begin to get very exciting for a new Sith Lord entering into the Disney canon. Now, specifically, a description of Kylo Ren and his Knights of Ren traveling to the Dark Spire, where it said that Kylo and his knights are in search of Sith lore and ancient knowledge of the Sith to find a path to the very center of the beyond. It's explained that they eventually meet with the Forger, who leads Kylo and his knights down to the shrines of the Sith location. It's explained that eventually Kylo Ren discovers many ancient ruins of the Sith below the castle structure, where he comes across a large statue of a brand new Sith Lord that is being brought into the Disney canon by Lucasfilm that will be explored in the Old Republic material in the future, who goes by the name of Darth Kishu. It said that Darth Kishu was a Dark Lord of the Sith who lived during the Old Republic era and fought in many wars, was even in existence before the Old Republic era itself. Darth Kishu is said to be a Sith who pioneered the use of Force lightning to its maximum potential, as well as Force stasis. The design of the character is said to be a human male with short black hair, wearing a strange device over his eye, and that this character, Darth Kishu, was a character that felt no pain for an unknown reason, giving him an advantage during his battles. So let's go over a couple of parts about this. Now, we do know that Episode 9 is really going to utilize a lot of different ideas of, Sith, Jedi, and Force lore that will be used to really inform the characters of Rey and Kylo in a very unique way. Now, I want to go over the character Darth Kishu. Now, this character, Darth Kishu, by the way, very intriguing from what it seems so far. This character is said to be the one that pioneered the use of Force lightning to its maximum potential. So maybe not necessarily him inventing the use of Force lightning, but pioneering the way of using it to its maximum, right? So we've seen Palpatine use Force lightning to its maximum in, of course, Return of the Jedi and Revenge of the Sith, etc., and we're actually set to see it once more in, of course, The Rise of Skywalker. Now, in this scenario, alright, Kylo Ren comes across the ancient statue of this Darth Lord of the Sith, alright? So, what's really exciting about this is that this Dark Lord of the Sith is actually said to be a Sith Lord who felt no pain. Now, this character who felt no pain is actually said to have given him an advantage many years ago during his battles against the Jedi and against other enemies as well, during and of course before the Old Republic era. Now, what I like about this is that not only does this tell us that Disney and Lucasfilm are planning to do something huge with the Old Republic, either in the forms of films or books, novels, video games, whatever have you, whatever it's going to be. This character, Darth Kishu, is being pretty much teased in The Rise of Skywalker for a very specific reason. You guys may recall a couple of months ago we went over how during the rewrites for November and December of 2018, one of the big aspects that JJ added in was adding in tons, we're talking about dozens upon dozens, of pre-Easter eggs of the new Star Wars trilogy, that will be inserted into Episode 9, where once that trilogy comes out, we're going to look back at Episode 9 and say, oh, look at all the Easter eggs from the fourth trilogy. So with that being said, this character Darth Kishu, though we've never seen him before, and though he is a brand new Sith Lord entering into the Disney canon that will be explored and demonstrated, or should I say introduced, in The Rise of Skywalker, I think is a very interesting thing for sure. The fact that this character is going to be used for future Old Republic material, and how The Rise of Skywalker is being used as a foundation to promote this character, really speaks volumes. It tells us that Disney and Lucasfilm are going to do something big with David Benioff and D.B. Weiss and their Star Wars movies. And like I say, their new Star Wars trilogy, it's going to start production in early 2020. The art department, the concept art and whatnot, is going to begin this fall, so we're going to learn more about that. It's going to be a very exciting journey to the new Star Wars trilogy, without a doubt, and I cannot wait to see what they have all planned. So, with that being said, this Darth Kishu character is very intriguing in how it inspires Kylo Ren to move forward to the dark side. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon, we hear them moans again. No.